What's up, everybody? It's a new episode 69er.
Oh, this is going to be a sweet episode.
It's gonna be real sweet.
I know.
Because of our topic.
Oh, yeah.
We have a ghost.
All right, everybody.
Who are you?
I am one of your hosts, Ghosty.
And I'm DVO.
I'm Beaker.
And it's the EVP podcast.
Cha-ching!
Here we are.
Yes. We don't make money yet.
I don't know. The ghost ship's, ghost yacht, it's on.
Ghost yacht is on its way.
It's getting
We're
built.
only $4 million away.
Closer. We're closer
Hitting
every
that
day.
subscribe.
Well, today's episode is kind of a hot topic.
We're going to Hot Topic?
Because it's hot outside.
It is hot as shit outside, so we're going to talk about the hot stuff.
Yeah.
The Georgia Guidestones.
It's hot as hell in Georgia, I'll tell you that right
The
now.
devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal.
And you found America's Stonehenge.
That's such a stupid name.
Yeah.
I see why they call it that, but yes, it's stupid.
But if you didn't know, the Georgia Guidestones, they're kind of these giant slabs of granite in, where is this? Elbert County in Georgia. Just outside of Atlanta.
I'm just going to parrot you today.
Do we know if there's anything or any reason why they're granite?
Because that area in Georgia is kind of big in the granite industry.
Well, I think the dude that wanted it built also wanted something that would stand the test of times.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I guess this area of Georgia you mentioned is they've built a majority of the state monuments or something like that.
that company that did this,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they did.
Well, the area, a lot of the that area. I guess they're known for their granite slabs of granite.
That's what they're known for. The granite industry.
Mm. These are the guys you go to.
Some rocks. We don't want just regular rocks.
So this guy, he went to a.
Who's this guy?
He wanted to remain anonymous.
What a...
And he went by the name Robert C. Christian. Good so much for keeping it anonymous, am I right?
Well, he's a very good Christian.
So he went by this fake name, this pseudonym, and then but people are thinking kind of the meaning behind everything, and that pseudonym, I think it's the Rosicrucians, the Order of the Rosy Cross. Do you guys know what they're about?
I don't know what they're about. From interviews I've seen, it sounds like they're about just helping humanity.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one of the big differences about them, when I was watching something about this interview with one of the Rosicrucian followers, they said that one of the main differences was where normal Christians believe Jesus was born a god,
Okay.
or that he was already a god, and the Rosicrucians believe that he was a man who turned into a god.
Yeah, they're big into the mind power as well, like strengthening your mind, being able to do things with your mind.
Becoming a god.
Like healing yourself faster because of the way you think.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It is interesting. I'll tell you, the logo looks awesome though.
With the rose and the cross.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool looking logo.
Yeah. I mean, instead of having Jesus crucified on there.
Or just a regular cross. It's so basic just having a regular cross. Imagine having one with a cool rose in the middle.
Get that tattooed on your back.
Maybe.
You should get it right on your lower back, right above your butt crack. That would look super sexy.
I would. With my mankini.
They call it a tramp stamp.
You should do it. That would be your first tattoo.
Well, since it's a rose, it'd be my stud bud.
Your stud bud.
Rosebud.
So this guy,
I just made that.
1979.
I was on the spot, people.
You should start it. Get it tattooed on you.
Oh gosh, I got my stud bud on my lower back.
Killer stud bud. DVO.
5 minutes in and we've already evolved.
Episode 69. Boom.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
Alright.
This is how it's gonna go down.
That's, what are we doing?
1979. Here we are.
I remember that was a
1979.
good year. That was a good year.
John C.
Yeah,
Christian.
I remember it very vividly.
There he goes, walking into the.
John C. Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wanted breakfast. He wanted some beef, so he got eggs and potatoes.
So he walks into the Elberton Granite Factory, and he says he wants these slabs built.
That was Robert C. Christian.
Yeah.
What did I say?
John.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what I said either.
It was
Anyways,
Robert.
R.C. Christian.
Yeah,
R.C.
RC.
Cola.
RC Christian. He walks in to the Elbert Granite Factory and wants to have these built, and tells them all about what he wants built and how what exactly it is. He wants it to be used as a compass, a calendar, and a clock. So he has everything drawn out and asks him to build it. So 1980, they.
And how much did he pay?
Oh, do you know how much he paid?
He paid. So here's the thing.
Because they had to pay for this.
They try to talk him out of it.
By going high.
They're like I think they quoted the price probably like 5 times more than what they would normally give for somebody like this.
Because they didn't want to do it.
They didn't want to do it. They tried to
They
talk
knew
him
the
out of it.
controversy behind it was going to probably affect their business.
Or just it just seemed
I don't
too
know.
intricate for them. They're like, we're just granite slab
Yeah,
work.
they didn't want to.
Yeah, they have to learn astrology for this.
So they quoted him $100,000,
Okay.
and I guess if you take into account inflation for nowadays, it's close to $400,000
Yeah.
for this. And he didn't even bat an eye. He's like, "Yep, do it."
Money was no option.
Object.
Object.
Yep, money is always an option.
I'll take it.
The gold is
Money,
an option.
money was no object.
Well, he said he had like private backers too. Like he said there was a secret organization that was funding all of this. That they had the money for it. So yeah, they're like $100,000. He's like, done, do it.
Well, so what he did is he delivered them a scale model with 10 pages of specifications.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, wow, 10 pages of it.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot.
Wow. You're not
So-
hearing EVPs in case that's.
So he also decided to put these into 8 different languages, where it's actually
And we'll
12.
describe the structure.
Yeah.
So go ahead and talk about the structure.
So it is solid granite, and how many slabs total?
4.
Eight.
4 slabs,
Four.
and then
And the top. So 5 total,
9 million.
and they're almost shaped. Well, I guess they're cross shaped, with like.
Well, they're each a rectangle, and if you look down on it, they're in the shape of a cross because they're kind of each pointing directional.
Yes. Oh gosh, how tall were they? They were super tall.
19 feet, some 16. They're at the tallest point 19 feet.
19 feet.
And they're about a 250,000 pounds.
Wow.
Wow.
So it is built astrologically, meaning that one of the slabs is pointing to the sun up. There is kind of like almost like a mail slot, like it's a rectangular thin slot.
Yeah, that goes all the way
It
through.
goes all the way through. That's for summer solstice. There's a hole in the center stone. Oh, there's a center stone as well.
Okay, yes.
So
yes.
so there's a center stone as well, and I think that's cylinder, or maybe it's squared. I don't think that's rectangular.
It just kind of, yeah.
But anyway, there's a hole in that one, and that's for.
It is rectangular too, though, but it's just kind of holding up that center.
Okay, and that's for Polaris, and then the top center stone, there's a slit above it, and they're supposed to align perfectly at noon. So again, like you were saying, this is supposed to be like a compass and a calendar,
And it tells noon every day.
it tells noon every day.
It's
It's
so-
perfectly lined up.
Yeah, if this thing, how they were able to do the math to get this all done, I'll never learn that.
Well,
I'll never
the thing
know.
is that these granite builders, they had no idea, right? They were just told this is where you're going to put it, and this is how it has to be,
Yeah, that is pretty nuts.
and you'll get your money.
So, let's see. The languages, let's see, where did that go?
So there's the 8 most common languages that
Yeah.
they're written in, and they're all,
English.
and I just found out they're the same language, or sorry, it's the same phrase just in different languages.
Yeah, it's all 10.
So it's English, Spanish, Hindi, Swahili, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian.
Yes.
But then you were saying there were some 4 secret languages.
Yes, there
'Cause
was
they-
4, not secret, but ancient languages.
Oh, for ancient language, because when they were a show that I was watching, they mentioned that it's in 8 languages. But then as they walk up on that center stone, that center slab, there's hieroglyphics on it.
Mm-hmm.
So That's a language.
Yeah, so
Or I guess it's not a language, I guess. Maybe it's just a writing.
yeah, where did that go with all the? So it was where is it now? All the languages that was on there.
Well, there was Babylonian, there was Sanskrit, there was Egyptian, and I don't remember the fourth one.
Greek, ancient Greek.
Ancient Greek.
Makes sense.
So some of those inscriptions on there, yeah, the hieroglyphics and everything, those were also on there, and it was the same translations, I believe. You want to go ahead and say what the 10 were?
The 10 what?
The 10.
Oh, the 10 Commandments.
Well, I guess people
Commandments.
are calling this another form of 10 Commandments because there's a phrase of 10.
So yeah, out of the
They're calling
8
this like the
languages,
Antichrist Ten Commandments.
The 10 Commandments of the Antichrist.
but they're supposed to be, or they were written as commandments to follow after a post-apocalyptic event.
Like solar flares.
Yeah, solar flares, huge earthquakes, anything that's going to wipe out the population.
After a nuclear war.
Yeah, it's pretty much something like
Yeah.
that.
So when the
Wow.
world goes to shit, this is what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
First, keep the population of humanity, keep the population of humanity under 500 million.
We're at like, what, 6.5 billion right now?
I think we're over 7
7
billion. We're like 7.5 billion.
Okay.
So we need to wipe out like 80% of the world population.
Not that we need to,
No.
but if that were to happen.
If it were to happen, we need to wipe out everybody.
No, they're just saying, quit having babies.
Yeah. Well, that's the next one. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
Yeah. Maybe stop making things to improve your lives, like I don't know.
Yeah, don't be
I like everything that improves my life, make things easier.
lazy Americans.
Everything that's, I mean, you got money for it, just make things easier. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cars and stuff, yeah, that's awesome.
Next.
It's electric. Third, we need to unite humanity with a living new language.
That would be easy to do if the population's, 500 million.
Yeah.
Well, it's a new language. Like, it was a language, it's supposed to be universal.
Right, easy to do. Okay, we're all going to start making this.
It's a constructed language. It's a language whose phonology, I'd read that wrong, grammar and vocabulary, instead of having developed naturally, are concisely devised for some purpose. But yeah, it's creating a new language that's universal for everybody.
That would be convenient.
It would be.
That'd be very convenient.
Especially in Europe where they have like 700 languages.
It's all close together too.
Yep. Fourth, we need to rule with passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason.
Okay, all right.
Sounds good, sure. Number 5, we need to protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 6, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court.
What would be an external dispute?
In a world court? I don't know.
So like, I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm just speculating.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
So let all nations rule internally. So like
Each
US,
nation-
each nation would still rule themselves like they do.
Then they
now.
have a ruler.
But like, let's say, Russia invaded Ukraine recently, right? So Russia, Ukraine have a problem that has to go to a world court to get resolved.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing is what they meant by that. Like if you have a dispute with another nation,
I like
you
that
go to
idea.
this world court. So basically they're describing we'll get through the rest of these, but
So everyone would be like, no.
no.
Like, tap him on the nose. No, Russia.
2 fingers
no.
across the nose. Yeah. Number 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Petty laws. I'm okay with that.
No petty laws.
Thanks.
So no petty larceny.
No, not
just
that.
Like, no jaywalk.
No
You can
jaywalking.
jaywalk. It's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
just
smoke.
look both ways.
Smoke the weed.
Yeah.
Smoke whatever you want. Just
Yeah.
don't bother people.
Yeah.
If it stinks, get out
Don't
of
go
their face.
killing anybody and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, kill people. Sometimes you get hungry. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Read again.
Yeah,
Salad?
salad. Balance personal rights with social duties.
Okay.
I guess I can get interpreted a lot of different ways.
Probably, and I'm sure it would have. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite.
Yeah, okay. Down with that.
And finally, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Why does it have it listed twice on here?
Just reiterating.
Terrible notes. Leave room for nature.
It's probably on those twice like that.
Leave room for nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like
So-
some of these.
That's kind of cool. Not really.
I can get behind some of these.
You know, there's a lot of conspiracies behind these.
Yeah, they think it's a lot of Satanism or
Yeah,
something
Satan
like that.
did it.
In what way, though?
They just didn't like it. They didn't like. They didn't like it, so it's the devil. And it's in
The devil
Georgia.
did it. The devil made me do it.
Think
So-
about where it's at. It's in Georgia, the small little county. They're all, you know who did that? The devil.
You know, it was Bill Gates that did this. Really, not really.
With Ted Turner.
Yeah, it was. So
There's ties.
there's rumors.
I know.
There's rumors. People think that the organization behind this. There's like a society out there, I believe, that is all about population control. Kind of like Bill Gates, where they want to, murder most of the world. They're like
Murder?
Who?
They're like the Thanos. They think there's too many people on the planet, and we need to reduce the population of the planet. And
Hold on. When you just said that, sidetrack note. Sorry.
Gojo's gonna cut you off real quick.
When Thanos snapped his finger and all the half of everything died, all the bacteria in your guts would have died. That means everyone would have had explosive diarrhea when he snapped his finger. Just an FYI, just think about it. Go on.
where did you find this guy?
I just heard it just recently. Some gut doctor posted about it. He's all, I can't stop thinking about when Thanos snapped his finger. That means half of all the bacteria in your stomach died. That means everybody in the world that survived this is all suffering from massive diarrhea.
Science.
Science.
So people think this is like a call to rise for the New World Order. You've heard about this?
Yes.
Where they want to have like one government controlling the entire world. So people think that these Guidestones was a call for that, and a call for population control. So they were, the stones on there said this is guide for what would happen, what we should do as people after like a natural disaster that whatever. But people think that it was put there by Satanists, and it was put there by people like that want to create the New World Order.
Thanos did it.
Yeah.
But see, I don't see why Satanists would want to limit the population, because you think they would want the population. They just would want to get everyone on their side, though. I don't see why reducing the population would help.
Well, the funny thing is, like, if you know anything about the Church of Satan,
Which I don't.
they actually believe in that. I mean, they
Being-
don't believe in like a deity or anything like that.
No.
Just
They
being
don't
decent
really.
people.
They
Just
don't
being
really
decent to each other.
exactly. They don't really worship Satan.
It was more of a
It's just be good.
joke to Christians.
Yeah.
It was so they were just like, okay, we'll just not believe in him and say we're Satanists.
Yeah. They don't worship like anything. They just believe in being good
Got it.
people. So there's that.
Yeah, so I don't see why Satanists would make these, because some of these rules are like, they're good rules. Like, hey, be nice to each other and be nice to nature, and let's not have petty laws. Like, sounds like good stuff.
That does kind of sound like something Satanists would do.
Well, this sounds something like devil, because when you think Satanist, people automatically think devil
Worshippers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is completely different. Like the followers of
Right.
the Church of Satan are completely different from devil worshippers. They're not the same thing.
So if you think people that think these are Satanists, they're thinking they're devil worshippers. But I don't
Most
think.
likely.
But I don't think devil worshippers would have rules like this.
Probably
They would have rules like, hey, eat
Cats, eat kittens.
Yeah, eat the young.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like
Puppies.
that. Who else did it then?
I don't know. Did you know there was a slab on the ground for a time capsule?
No, that's what they think. They think there was a time capsule buried 6 feet under this.
Well, no, it says right here. I don't have it. Basically, it said
There's
6
a
feet
rumor.
underneath this. They've actually dug it up recently.
They dug it up, but nothing was there.
There was nothing there.
And the reason why they dug this up, because some asshole bombed it
Just recently. When
Last
was
month.
that? Yeah, it was just recently.
It was June 6th.
Which is
I
why it's a
believe.
hot topic right now. Like we mentioned, that's why
Right.
it's a hot topic. It just blew up. I mean, it's been vandalized many times though.
Right, a lot of people didn't like this, so they tried vandalizing it multiple times.
With
They
the
had to put
cameras.
cameras. So some guy didn't like what's happening with it. They think it's because there was a politician who called it satanic recently.
Oh yeah,
while they
it
were
was a
running.
lady running for a
Re-election.
re-election.
Yeah, it's-
and she was like, one of the things, first thing she wants to do is take down this Georgia Guidestone.
So somebody they think it's somebody maybe related who follows her maybe. Bomb
Political
decided-
fanatic.
Yeah. So anyways, threw a bomb, blew it up.
Oh, July 6th.
Yeah, just this
I
month.
said June. It's actually just a few weeks ago.
Right. Yeah.
It
This
was
just happened.
yesterday is when they dug up where the time capsule said it was supposed to have been.
Yeah. We found out
But it
there
was just
nothing.
engraved as a time capsule here, open here, but it was blank. It didn't actually have dates listed for the time capsule. It just said time capsule 6 feet under the slab.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was just barely yesterday on the 14th that
There were some people who
they dug this up and tore it down.
years ago thought that this was going to. Well, they thought that 2012 was going to be the end of the world.
Right, because of the Mayan calendar.
Yeah. So they were thinking this thing was gonna like take everything about this stone was gonna start coming to fruition in 2012. Here we are, a decade later.
Yep. Takes a bomb.
It took a bomb. Did
And
not
I guess-
withstand the bomb.
I guess from that bomb, like two of these slabs are
One
pretty
fell.
bad, and like yeah, one fell and one's in really bad shape that it won't support probably itself anymore. So
It was demolished.
yeah, the whole thing was just demolished just recently. Actually, the whole thing was demolished. So it's taken down now. It's totally taken down right now, but it's still a mystery of who put this there.
It's still under
What did it
investigation.
mean? What was the purpose of it? I mean, I guess the purpose is to help guide us if there was a post-apocalyptic disaster. But still, like these 10 little, I also don't understand how these are Antichrist messages.
They're not. There's nothing bad about them.
Yeah, I don't.
But another thing that the city is kind of upset about was it was drawing in
Taurus.
tourists, 10 to 20,000 a year. So for that small little place, that was big numbers for them.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Way to go, fanatics!
Yeah.
I don't trust
Ruining it for everybody.
I don't trust them. There was also a conspiracy linked to, like a kind of about Ted Turner, huge broadcast mogul from
Big money guy.
TNT, Turner Broadcasting, TBS, TNT. He also lives in Georgia, by the way. A lot of his companies are based in Georgia, and I guess he has been quoted saying something like keeping the population down. I don't know exactly, but I've heard something like that. So I don't know, just a conspiracy.
You guys think they're gonna rebuild this?
No.
No, because they can't do it.
Well, not the city, but whoever built this, whoever funded this to begin with.
So there's the only person I know who really paid for all this is the person that took the money and built it, that owned the granite slab company, right? And they vowed to take it to their grave who it was. And so that's may always just be a mystery of who paid for or funded this. So it's
Well,
interesting.
If the guy who funded this is still alive, or the group who funded this is still active, do you think they're going to do something similar to
So
rebuild?
it's 43. It was built in 79, erected in 80. So it's 43 years. So maybe the person, depending how old the person was, they could be alive. The owner of the granite company, they have passed, but the person that funded it, I don't know. For some reason, I think they've passed as well.
Well, there's this documentary called Dark Clouds Over Alberton, the true story of the Georgia Guidestones, came out in 2015. One of the people they thought it might have been was a man named Robert Merriman, and he passed away in 1992. One of the other people that they thought it might have been, I think it was Herbert Hines Kirsten, passed away in 2005. So, if they did actually find out if it was one of those two men,
They are gone.
They are gone.
Yeah, I don't think they'll figure it out.
Probably not.
I think that was pretty cool though. Just
I think it is cool, a cool thing. In the middle of
aiming at
Southern
the
America.
summer solstice and like, having all that marked
And
as
the
a calendar.
Polaris, high noon, all
That's
that
pretty,
stuff.
I mean, just that part of it all is
Very
pretty awesome.
intricate, yeah.
And then where it's pointing at, it's like north. They're pointing in the directions. So
Sun up.
yeah. Oh, I mean, each point out of the 4 crosses is pointing in a direction, so you know which way's which.
I see. When I first started looking into this, apparently the guy got the inspiration from the actual Stonehenge. He visited there, decided it was really cool and all, but it didn't really have a message to communicate. So,
Because aliens did it.
because aliens did it. not-
They haven't told us
So
yet.
my
You don't know
first
his alien calendar.
this is my first thought when he's like, it was impressive, but it didn't have a message. To me, it was just like, I'm an American, I can do better. I mean, when they started calling it American Stonehenge, I mean, if you've looked into Stonehenge, like Stonehenge was actually kind of like a city at one point, where people lived. It wasn't just rocks on the telling people what to do in case there's a war.
Yeah. But like usual, we did it better, so.
Like usual. Back-to-back World War champs. At it again.
Yep. That's what we do.
I see your rocks, Britain, and I raise you engraved rocks.
Granite.
Granite. That's how we roll.
Yeah. Uphill.
Both ways.
Yes.
Well, is that it for the Guidestones?
I'm trying to think. I mean, do you guys have any ideas of what? Do you think it's for a post-apocalyptic disaster?
I like this conspiracy theory. This is my favorite.
Okay.
It was built by the granite company in order to get people to buy granite.
Right.
It was just a publicity stunt.
I heard that too.
I
So
don't
drive
know
down to
about
Georgia
that.
and get your granite.
Yeah, that was all publicity.
Well, like I said,
stunt.
this area, what was the name of this county again?
Albert.
Elberton?
Elberton, yeah.
I guess they the majority
Albert,
of I can't remember what it was. If it was like granite statues or monuments or something like that came from this county. Like the majority have come from this county. So
It's full of granite.
Hey, it did give this farmer that they bought the land from, like this Robert Christensen bought some land from a local farmer, and
to erect it here.
to erect it, yeah,
Okay.
he bought the land from the farmer. He did give the farmer and his family free grazing rights for his cattle and his livestock and all that on the land. And then I can't remember what year it was, but he did end up turning the land over to the county.
Because the cows kept almost knocking over the thing. They kept bumping into it.
They put up a barbed wire.
Yeah.
They put up like a barbed wire fence around it to keep the cattle out.
Yeah, people were.
It was just in 1981, so just a year later, 1981, they transferred over fully to the county.
And you saw the picture I sent you guys with some of the graffiti that happened in like 2005 or something like that, 2009, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Someone on one of the tablets, they wrote "Death to the New World Order." They also wrote "You will not succeed. Jesus will beat you, Satanists."
Jesus will beat you.
Yep. Jesus will beat the Satanists. I don't know. It's just such a weird thing, and I've never heard of it until recently.
Until I mentioned it.
Yep.
Huh? That's crazy.
I just started hearing about it. It's been very
I'm assuming it's been in the news a lot lately.
in the news a lot. Same with this thing I was telling you guys about called CERN, CERN. I'm gonna look into it a little bit more, but this has been a pretty hot topic lately as well.
Yeah, I don't know much
They're
about
doing
that.
some stuff that one might consider a little concerning.
Ah.
Ha ha ha.
Wah,
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 We'll
wah.
be here all week, folks.
Well, all right, let's call that an episode then, yeah?
All right, sounds good.
All right, Ghost, you don't play that.
Peace out, butterflies.
Stud bud.